Hi everybody, what's going on? Welcome back if you're here before. I'm NeonMushroom. Today, well, the other day you saw me play into the Tribal Flames deck. That was a new deck to the channel. By the way, I will give credit to this one. It is a modified version, but this is heavily inspired by Dak Faden07, I think is his MTGO handle. He did a little deck drop in Twitter where he's been toying with the Oculus. I fell in love with the deck. So that's what I'm playing. This is the Oculus. I'm playing Tamiyo and Nethergoyf along with the Frog, as opposed to playing Counterspell and Bowmaster. And then we're playing Bauble because that makes both Tamiyo and the Nethergoyf a little bit better. And all of our cantrips are instant speed, so flipping Tamiyo is kind of like really easy. And we're an Oculus deck. We're trying to unearth all of our creatures. It's insane. Max, you're the challenge, and you're playing something that has been requested numerous times in the comments.
I am playing the heavily requested Hardened Scales artifact creature combo deck. We are centered around +1/+1 counters. So we are playing Hardened Scales to make our +1/+1 counter synergies the best they can be. We're going to try to kill Adrian with infect damage on a Inkmoth Nexus or with just straight up Walking Ballista. This is a cool one. It plays Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So we've got main deck Graveyard Hate.
Also Soul Cauldroning one of my frogs. Hilarious.
Yes, Soul Cauldroning a frog in a +1/+1 and a Hardened Scales deck is awesome. But this is also a combo piece, so it's not just graveyard interaction, and it can turn my absolutely any creature I have into its own Walking Ballista, which is funny.
Insane, yeah. We even played what's his name? Andrew's Psychic Frog Asmo.
Yes, and that was really fun.
You want a high roll?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I hate this so much. I don't know what I did wrong. You're on the play. I think game one's a death sentence for me here.
We did play 3 or 4 games, and Hardened Scales felt really good. It's got a lot of hard to interact with things for the frog decks.
Agreed.
But your post board is really strong.
I get a lot of cards. This hand, I'm on the blind. You don't have any companion revealed. This is a fine hand on the blind. I'm certain I'm going to get my face smushed in.
This hand is really stupid. I have 2 4-drops, and there's only 2 4-drops in the entire 75.
You have both One Rings in your
I
opener?
have both One Rings, but I've also got a Saga and a Stirrings and some threats. I just don't have a Hardened Scales. I'm going to keep this. I think this is fine.
You're up.
Saga seems to be how we can also win. So we're going to start with a basic forest and an Ancient Stirrings.
You got it.
We need a 3rd land. I already have a Saga. I think it's going to be a Verdant Catacombs.
Okay, that seems good.
I'm going to double check. I've got... Yeah, we're just going to start Sagaing you. That's fine.
Tight.
Okay, continue.
Draw for turn. Oop, you didn't see that. Draw for turn.
See that.
You're actually going to see it. Sorry.
Fetch, Shock, Bauble.
Misty Rainforest, Fetch, Shock. We're going to get a Watery Grave.
Love it.
There he is. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'll open on Bobbling.
It's this one.
Got it. That's good to know. And then I'm going to... Do I want to get all my cards up front? I definitely need to make my second land drop. So yeah, I'll play another Bauble. I'm not going to crack it yet. And then I'll play this Nethergoyf, who is a 2/3.
That's sweet.
And then I'll pass to you and draw on your upkeep.
Draw.
You got it.
Oh, another land. Perfect to cast this 4-drop.
Yeah.
Let's go. Here's an Urza Saga. We're going to start Saga planning. And we're going to cast this Patchwork Automaton.
Good.
I will pass.
I'll Bauble you again. Ooh, that's not good for me. I think I lose. Untap, draw off Bauble, draw for turn. We found our land drop, thanks to the double Bauble. Here's an island. Let's see here. Automaton's a 1/1, and I know this. Let's Thought Scour targeting myself.
You knew what I'm drawing.
Oh, right. But it's another Saga. It's bad, but I don't think I want you to not draw it. Yeah. Like, I don't want you to have 2 Sagas, but I also don't want you to just draw Soul Cauldron, so.
Yeah, you knew I just drew an Inkmoth Nexus. I'm not going to play the Saga, I think, next turn as well.
We are, however, creature, sorcery, artifact land, instant, max sizing our Goyf off of this.
6. That's a lot.
It's substantial.
That's a lot.
And then we will go to combat and attack for 5.
I'll take 5. I'm not blocking.
Here's another one. Go.
Oh boy. Untap. Upkeep. Drawa. There's an Urza Saga that Adrian knew about. This is going to go up to 2. We're going to play that Inkmoth Nexus that he also knows about. And I'm going to pass, and I'm just going to start on the Saga train.
That makes sense. Untap. Draw.
Yep.
Okay, go to combat.
Okay.
Hiya. 10.
Look, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That is a hell of a lot.
It is lots of damage.
There's lots of damage.
His deck's fast, if you haven't noticed. Much faster than most of the Frockulous decks we've seen up to this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going to block.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a construct.
After you've made the construct, I'm actually interested in fatal pushing the construct itself.
Okay. Then before blocks, fatal push is gone. That is gone. Let us do block and
take 5.
5.
Okay. Main phase 2. I'm just gonna cast a consider.
Okay.
Great. I did want to draw land number 3. I'll shock it into play. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. We have a trigger. We are going to float 1 mana.
You got it.
And we're going to go searching.
I think you're dead.
I'm going to try to chain some rings and play spells at the same time.
Rings will save you for sure. Yeah. I was thinking, like, if you're just going to do some Hardened Scale stuff, I have another point of interaction. You're just dead here.
No, I think I'm going to start chaining rings.
Yeah, I think you have to start chaining rings. I think you're right about that.
There isn't a 1 mana graveyard hate piece in here. No, I think I get a threat, and then I think off the next saga I go get me a Shadow Spear. And eventually I can try to stabilize. I'm wondering if I should play this next saga now or if I should play something else right now. I think I want to play ring into ring and have mana open for some 1-drops. So if we go down to 9, crank. We're going to go get a basic forest. Here is the 1 ring.
Yep, it resolves.
And I'm going to draw a card right now. Okay, I will pass turn.
End of turn, I will just fatal push to Bess.
It's gone.
So you don't have any bodies. Untap and draw. There's a couple ways we could go about this turn. I think the way we go about it is easy. It's Oculus.
That's an Oculus.
Let me actually think about how much that's going to shrink my Goyfs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards, so I could leave 3, and I could immediately regrow. So I need to leave an artifact for sure, a sorcery for sure, and probably this Nethergoyf. Leave them as 3s, and I can make them into 4s. Actually, I don't even need the sorcery. I do that, and then probably just a land, actually. No, because I'm going to have an Oculus trigger, and there's a ton of lands on my deck still. Yeah, we just make it a sorcery, and then they are currently 3, but I can't attack with them this turn. 3 4s? Yeah,
that's so much power and toughness.
That's so much power and toughness. I tap out to do it, though.
Yep. Oh, no.
And then...
it's not like you have counterspell.
I'll pass to you.
Upkeep.
Trigger.
I'm also going to take 1.
Okay, they're back to being 4s because I'm going to put an instant in the graveyard. It's consider.
Seems great. I feel like I am in danger. We're going to play this Urza Saga.
Yes.
You know what? I suppose I should draw cards first. We're going to draw cards first.
I agree with that. Feels weird putting Hardened Scales on the back leg with pressure.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to play that Urza Saga. We are going to
play another ring to live.
Play another ring to live.
Resolves.
And I'm just going to draw a card now. There's a lot of tapped lands that I just
out
drew.
Of action.
Yep, I am out of action.
Draw
Go ahead.
Turn. Let's cast a consider. Good. I don't want that. Draw this instead. All right, I'll take that. It's a basic swamp. That's a land as well, so we're back to full size, baby. We have land, instant, sorcery, artifact, creature.
I feel like I'm pretty dead. Upkeep. I'll take 1.
Yeah, that goes there.
Yeah, draw. This is up to there. We're going to play this. Enters the battlefield, untapped land. Pendlehaven. Wondering if there's any way that I am able to kill you.
I'm looking for it. I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either. We'll start with drawing some cards.
Yep.
How about that?
Shit. Is there something?
Turn. I can't see.
Something just stung me. Okay, if everything's out of focus and you saw that, I don't know how I'm going to edit this. You heard me scream. Max thought I was being a baby. We found a wasp in my hair. Something stung me hard. It was a wasp that was in my hair, and it hurt really bad. And now my neck hurts. But we're going to keep playing because I'm winning this game, so I don't want to lose the footage. Go ahead, Max.
Okay, I think I'm still dead anyway.
Yeah, you've already cast that ring. You've already drawn 2 cards. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, that's where we're at.
And then you played Pendlehaven as your untapped.
I've got a Pendlehaven. Yeah, I don't see a way to come out of this. I'm pretty sure I'm just dead.
You'll be fine.
No, like you attack me with a flyer and I'm just dead. I guess I'm just gonna let you attack me and show me how dead I am. I'm gonna play these Hangarback Walkers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's 1, and here's an Arcbound Ravager, and I needed a 1-drop.
Oh, it's nice that Arcbound can sack the ring so you don't take more damage to it.
Yeah,
that's actually really cool.
That's the goal right now, is to survive a turn, I think. Go ahead.
End of your turn, I'm going to tap this 2 mana.
Okay.
That's
a frog.
Untap. Wait, do I still have actions at your end step? Combat cards? No, I don't. Untap. Hangarback Walker. Doesn't have flying. Draw. Go to combat. Oh, send.
Yeah, no matter how I block, there's more than lethal coming in.
Yeah, just from the air, you've got 5-10.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Game 2.
Cool.
You're on the
Okay.
play. If my demeanor changes to one of that's more sour, my neck just hurts right now, Max.
You're good.
That guy got me.
He did. You're good.
Max,
We're going to game 2.
Yep, sounds good. And you're on the play?
I'm on the play.
Post sideboard. Okay, we figured out how sideboarding works. My neck is increasing to hurt more and more, so this is going to be fun. I'll go first because we're both actually going super heavy-handed in this matchup. We want to, we're adjusting pretty aggressively to one another's plans. What I'm taking out, I'm going to lose 2 Abhorrent Oculus. As much as I love the card, I'm bringing in another 3-drop that should be very good in the matchup. I'm sure you can guess what it is. We'll get to it in a moment. We're going to get Drown in the Loch. Max can eat away at his own graveyard if he needs to. Drown in the Loch's just kind of clunky because he's not feeding his own graveyard as aggressively as some other decks do. And ultimately, it costs 2 mana, and this matchup is all about tempo advantage. We're cutting a Tamiyo. Not that I don't love Tamiyo in this matchup. He can go wide with X1s, but I just don't want 4 of that effect, especially considering I'm bringing in a bunch of other blue 1-drops. We're going to trim 2 Thoughtseize. I could see that changing if we're on the play for game 3, but Thoughtseize, ultimately at the end of the day, Max is going to be able to empty his hand pretty quickly, and even if he doesn't do it quickly, he's going to play his spells in an order that if I Thoughtseize him, the likelihood that I get a meaningful spell goes down more and more each turn that passes. So we're going to cut Unearth because I know that Max has main board graveyard hate, and I can take a guess that he's got some sideboard graveyard hate being a Saga deck. We're cutting a Consider because you can cut Considers. I'm bringing in 3 Harbinger of the Seas because Max is an Urza Saga deck, and Harbinger of the Seas kills Urza Sagas. We're going to bring in Consign to Memories because it counters every single spell in this deck. Stern Scolding counters every creature in his deck, and Toxic Deluge can pull me out of some really sticky situations. That is what I'm doing. Max, what are you doing?
Okay, we are cutting one of the One Ring. I can still sacrifice it to Arcbound Ravager, so it's not being able to replace itself is not as scary. This game is going to go a little bit longer, but I need to focus more on what I'm bringing in than just drawing as many cards as possible. I'm bringing in a bunch of spells, so I'm cutting Ancient Stirrings that can't hit any of those spells, and I don't just want to flip over them and then put them on the bottom of my deck. I'm also going to cut 1 Pithing Needle. Its target is Flip Tamiyo and Psychic Frog, which is pretty big, but I need to be more proactive instead of reactive with my Urza Saga targets, especially if I'm probably only ever going to get 1 off through a Harbinger. 1 Zib Zab, it's neat. I just needed to make one more room for 1 more, and then we're cutting our Fight MDFC. It's his creatures are big. My creatures are also big, but spending 3 mana as a sorcery sounds bad, especially if it just gets blown out by Fatal Push.
Or, one of my creatures is Frog, and that thing can scale in size really quick. Yeah.
I'm bringing in 2 Veil of Summer. He's got a ton of counter magic. I would love to force through some of my stuff.
It also, it's blue and black, which just happens to be the colors of my deck.
Exactly. This is set up to stop him from killing one of my things or countering one of my things. Mystical Dispute is going to counter an Oculus. It's going to counter a Frog, specifically a Harbinger, which was the main target. Dismember is going to kill a Harbinger even when it's already out, and Ghost Vacuum is a saggable target for graveyard interaction.
And graveyard interaction is pretty good against me. This is probably the
even though you pulled a bunch of stuff out, it still seems good.
Even with pulling it out, this is probably the most graveyard leaning version of the Oculus deck I played so far with Nethergoyfs and everything. And you get to be on the play.
This is a weird hand.
I don't know.
I'm gonna mulligan this.
I think I'm supposed to mulligan this too. It's just not enough action, right? Like it's 4 lands, Bauble, Thought Scour, Nethergoyf. Is leaning into big Nethergoyf like not that good on the draw? I have to imagine it's not.
I mean, you play Nethergoyf on 1 with the Bauble and a fetch land, and immediately then Thought Scour yourself. It could be a 5/6.
In some matchups, that's probably pretty good. Is it good in this matchup on the draw?
I don't know. I think you need some interaction.
I think I need something, yeah.
I'm going to mulligan because I would like more interaction. If one of these Walking Ballistas was anything else other than a Walking Ballista.
Sideboard card or something, yeah.
I've got the Ghost Vacuum. Anything else. If it was Patchwork, if it was a Zib Zab, if it was a Soul Cauldron, I would
for sure.
keep this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7. I'm going to keep this.
One time. Ooh,
this is a totally acceptable hand. I'm going to put one of these back. I got 2 of them in my opener, so we're going to put 1 back. It is a good sideboard card.
This hand is full of good cards. My only mana source is Basic Swamp.
Ooh.
Which I play 1. I've got a Bauble.
You brought in so many blue cards.
I've got so many blue cards in my hand. I'm on the draw with a Bauble. This could be a non-game. It could be.
It could be.
However, wait, what happens if I do draw it? I play a Frog and lose? Never mind. I was thinking like I could, if I just draw this land that's obviously on top of my deck, I can outplay my frog and win, but like it's not even that good if I do that. So
No, you need something.
I need something, yeah. If I was in the play, I couldn't keep it either because like I look at one less card, so I think that's just always a mulligan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one will keep. It's a 5, so we can afford to hold on to 2 lands. Probably just want to get rid of these 2 cards the way my hand's set up, right? Nope, not those 2. I need to cut a land too, so I can actually keep one of these nice cards. We'll cut this and this. Do it that way. You're up, Max.
I'm going to start with a breeding pool shock.
Yeah.
We're going to play this Ozolith.
It's good. Ozzy's
I'm going
here.
to pass the turn.
Draw. We're going to shock on a Watery Grave. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, a draw. Here's an Inkmoth Nexus and Zabaz.
We're going to try a Stern Scolding.
I'm going to cast this Veil of Summer.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to draw a card. Okie doke. This comes in and gets counter. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Let's do a Polluted Delta. Let's see here. How good is Harbinger? It's probably fine. I'm going to fetch for a swamp. Here's a Bauble.
Yep.
I'm going to Bauble you. Good to know. Uh-oh. I'm going to play Nethergoyf.
Is that an Arcbound Ravager? That'd be cool.
It might be a little worse depending on the rest of your hand.
Okay.
You have a 3/4. I'm going to pass to you. Draw on your upkeep.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. Ooh.
Pretty good, right?
Understood. Doesn't just do it, though. Bum, 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 bum. Here's a Verdant Catacombs.
Yeah.
We're going to crack it. Go get a basic forest. That way we still have our green through a Harbinger.
Yeah, the fetching for my basic swamp telegraphs Max that either I have Harbinger or I think Harbinger is going to be good enough to pre-set up for. In any event, Max wants to be insulated against it.
Let's cast this Patchwork Automaton.
Consign the memory.
It is gone. I'm going to cast this Hardened Scales.
Good.
I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. That's not great. It's not great.
It wasn't a third land.
Combat.
Yep.
Attack.
1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Is it 4?
It's just 3.
Okay.
You're up.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, we didn't draw the land, but here's an Urza Saga.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're not consigning that.
Nope.
Sweet. Let's go to combat.
Yeah. 1.
Pass the turn.
Thought Scour, target myself.
I'll allow it.
We have a 4/5.
Oh, you know what? I should be it.
Oh, you would like to attack with your Inkmoth Nexus?
I might as well.
All right. I also 1 poison.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. And then mill Tamiyo, draw this card. Untap. And we're missing sorcery. Draw for turn. Okay. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nethergoyf.
That's a Goyf.
Go ahead.
All right, we get to untap, upkeep, draw. I have a trigger.
Consign the trigger.
The trigger is consigned. That's interesting. You have no hand?
I have 2.
You have 2. Okay, we're going to play a land.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out if you just die from this. Sorry.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It depends on what's in your hand. Board does not kill me right now.
It's a Zabaz.
I think it gets you very close.
I got to count. So if I play the Zabaz, it comes in with 2.
State-based effects happen.
Yep. I would, if I activate this Inkmoth because you're at 1, then I attack. This one dies.
You have to tap to activate Inkmoth, though. Factor that in.
I know. I don't have any more money. Like that's the extent of what I'm doing.
That's your whole plan.
Yeah. So the cool thing about Zabaz is it's kind of like Hardened Scales for modular. So then this would put 3 counters there, and this would put 2 counters there, and then I go combat, and this puts 3 more counters there, and that's
7
to put you at 8 infect.
You're just a little short. One of these is dead.
A little short. I don't have a way to fetch something that can let me sacrifice it, so I'm just a little bit short. But I think I still do that.
Put the onus on me to pull out of it.
Yeah.
I like that. Which Zabaz are you leaving
so
yourself
we're
with?
leaving the little Zabaz back.
Got it.
Yep. So this comes in. Zabaz dies, puts 3 counters there, puts 2 counters there.
And then when you go to combat,
if I go to combat, the Ozla is going to trigger.
2 counters go here. Because of the Hardened Scales, it's 3.
It's 3. So we're going to go up to 6. And you know what? Yeah, we'll go to take 7.
7, so I'm up at 8 poison.
Yep. I will pass the turn.
Feels like I got 8 poison in my neck right now from that bee sting. Untap.
Yeah.
Upkeep. Wait, was I tapped like this? I consign the Urza Saga that I was tapped out. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's kind of cool. Bauble you.
I have a fetch land and I don't have a hand.
Good to know. Here's a attack for, I just need what in there? Sorcery? Attack for 8.
Okay, I'm going to block one.
Yep. Happens.
Okay, that dice trick counter goes there. I'm not activating the Inkmoth.
Take 4.
Take 4. That's a frog.
Go ahead.
I'm going to crack this. Go get me a hedge maze and try to surveil.
Yep. Something cool that I could have done if Max didn't block was I can get a sorcery in my graveyard at instant speed by cycling on Earth. It just makes it lethal.
We're going to surveil. It's a dismember. Unfortunately, I had to go down to 5.
Oh.
You have 1 in hand. You have 2 in hand.
1.
1. So I can kill a frog.
Dismember kills me.
Great. We're going to leave that dismember on tap.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to untap.
I will draw on your upkeep.
Okay. Draw. There's a dismember. We're going to trigger this. I'm going to float one.
Max, just dismember my frog and
Great.
kill me. You don't need
I'm going to dismember the frog and go to 1.
Yep. And he
kill
attacks
you.
with infect.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dead.
Great,
Put me on the gate and the play for game 3.
Wow, neat.
Good luck, Max.
Well, I'll let you play Harbinger so I can tap for blue.
That's what I want.
Yep.
I'll keep this.
It's a 1-lander. It's so good. I'm going to keep it.
You ready? I've got a 1-lander too. It's not so good, but it's pretty good. You ready?
Yeah,
all right.
These are all
Bloodstained Mire.
1-drops.
I'm going to go grab a Watery Grave.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play a Tamiyo.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Bauble.
Okay.
I'll pass to you and in your upkeep.
Upkeep.
Bauble you.
It's a bauble. It's a patchwork.
It's a patchwork. Got it. You're good.
Dang. All right. Well, here's a Botanical Sanctum, and here's a Hardened Scales.
Hardened Scales resolves.
Go ahead.
All right. On tap, draw off Bauble. And then draw for turn.
Are we flipsy and Tamiyo?
If I can, I will. Attack.
Tim Tam, 0.
Make a clue. I love it when people reach for the life. They do it every time.
I've done it every time you've attacked me with that on camera. Thank you.
Misty Rainforest, and I can't think of anything better than just flipping this right now. I'm going to crack my clue. I'm going to grab an island because it can't get swamped, so I can't set up for Harbinger the way I'd like to.
Yeah.
If anyone looks at this mana base, something I've seen often online, especially with Frogless, is people are playing Harbinger and they're playing all blue fetches. Play some number of extra black fetches is really important.
Bloodstained Mire is important.
Bloodstained Mire, or you can play Verdant. I like Bloodstained because
they're pretty.
A good one, but yeah, exactly. Just play the good ones.
Yeah.
Crack this, draw a card, trigger Tamiyo.
You did it.
Tamiyo goes up. That's a Tamiyo on 4, baby.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, we didn't get there. I'm so dead.
Oh, you were really keeping a 1-lander. See, my 1-lander had filtering. Did you just show camera lethal?
No, I showed it the 2 sideboard cards that I boarded that are both 1-drops and lethal with all of my 2-drops.
Yeah.
Okay, pass.
You're in a lot of deep
I'm in danger.
Going up to 6.
Oh no.
Let's just cast Thought Scour, targeting myself.
Okay.
Land, Thought Scour, draw. That's really good for me. Let's put this Sink into Stupor into play, face down as a Soporific Springs tapped. And let's play a instant artifacts land. Let's play another Nethergoyf. 3/4.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to cast this Veil of Summer and try to find a land.
It works.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We did find a land.
Yay.
It's okay. It's a Urza Saga. Boy, oh boy, how dead am I? Bump, 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 bump. Here's a Patchwork Automaton.
Oh, you're in trouble. Yeah,
I'm in so much trouble. Go ahead.
Untap, draw.
You know what? I think I need to make this bigger before I just let you go.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to...
I'll tap and put this card back.
I've got Walking Ballista and Hangarback in hand. I think I'm just going to pitch it to grow the Patchwork.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll pitch that guy and we'll...
And he gets 2 counters, right?
We're going to pitch that guy. Yeah, that's gone. Comes in, enters, dies immediately. This gets 2 counters. And then do I want to pitch this Hangarback too? It's a 3/4.
It's a 3/4 currently. The biggest it can get is a 5/6.
And this can be a 5/5. I'm just going to pass. I've got another Patchwork in hand.
Untap.
I could do that again next turn.
Yeah. I'm going to bring this Tamiyo up to 8. Fatal push. Pay the word trigger.
Pay the word. Okay.
Attack for 3.
I'll take 3.
Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Trigger.
Trigger. Okay, let's try it again.
Yeah, it works.
Here's another Walking Ballista. 2 counters there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Untap, draw. Draw half my deck.
Seems great.
Yay.
Seems so great.
All right, that's about half. Leave that there. Let's play this swamp.
You have no maximum hand size?
I have no maximum hand size. That's what it says. Here's a Harbinger of the Seas.
Okay, I died.
And then that's a 3/3.
It's a 3/3.
You can have it. I'm gonna play this Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, I'm sure there's other stuff I can do here. What else can I do? I don't need to do anything else. Hey, Max, I'm going to bauble you. It's your top card.
Is it a land?
It's not. Go.
It's not. It's a 1-drop. I can
Upkeep.
cast a
I guess
1-drop.
I'll draw.
I guess I'll draw. Gross.
You ever have a hand that's the same size as your deck? Actually, a little bigger than your deck?
No, I've never had this. Cast a Zabaz.
Zip Zab's good.
Grow this.
Yep.
Yep. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cast a Hangarback Walker.
Resolves.
Combat.
Yeah.
7.
Me?
Yeah.
Block.
Okay. Go.
Untap. Draw, I guess.
This is only game 2.
This is game
Gross.
3.
This is game 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I won game 2. Okay.
You won game 2 very, very easily. Tick
It
this
wasn't
up.
very easy. That was a grind. It was just a mulligan to 5.
Here's a
and I still
psychic
grinded.
frog. Get it?
Oh, boy.
Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I didn't draw land.
Can you stop me from attacking you in the air?
I cannot. Go.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw. Flying frog. Attack.
I can't block.
17 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Love to see it. Sounded like I dropped a National Geographic magazine on the table.
That hand was so neat. If I could draw a second land at any point.
Yeah.
Like I kept off of Hardened Scales, Mystical Dispute, Veil of Summer.
You were on 6 on a
land.
synergy-based deck, so I think sometimes taking that risk makes sense
Yeah.
there. Also, you did draw the land. I just harbingered you, and then it got bad.
Yeah.
That's when it got really sour. All right, well, there you go. There's some more Frockulus for you. We got one more Frockulus game in the series. Look forward to it, because we got Max is going to pilot. It's going to be weird. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,
It's gonna be weird.
see you next time.